I spent a long part of my morning today sitting quietly in this chair, my eyes fixed on a small piece of glass and plastic resting on the side table beside me. My smartphone. It's such a strange object when you really think about it. I lived more than 60 years of my life without one, and yet now it has somehow become the modern heartbeat of our relationships. I wasn't waiting for a business call, a bank alert, or breaking news. I was waiting for something far more human. A vibration, a name, a sign that someone thought of me. And if you're honest with yourself, I know you've sat like this too, pretending you're just passing time while quietly hoping the phone will prove that you still matter. At some point in life, you realize the phone didn't stop ringing. You just stopped being urgent. So you begin telling yourself stories. You become a novelist of excuses. You say they're busy with work, that the kids have practice, that traffic must be terrible, that life is just hectic right now. You build these little walls of explanation brick by brick, not because you believe them, but because they protect your heart from the sharper truth that you are slowly becoming invisible in the lives of the very people you once carried, protected, and sacrificed everything for. You feel like a spectator in a theater where you used to be the lead actor. I'm 81 years old. I've lived through presidents, wars, revolutions of technology, from rotary phones to artificial intelligence. And today, I'm not here to offer you soft comfort or hollow platitudes. I'm here to tell you the truth. The real reason your family doesn't call anymore isn't because they don't love you, and it's not because they've forgotten what you did for them. It's something deeper, something structural, and once you accept it, something strangely freeing. Time has changed shape for us. For those of us past 70 or 80, time is no longer a sprint. It's a quiet river. We notice how light settles on the floor in the afternoon. We notice the seasons changing in the trees. We have time to remember, to think, to wait. But for our children and grandchildren, time is a hurricane. Every day demands everything they have. In their world, we feel permanent. In ours, tomorrow feels like a privilege. They assume we're still standing, like a mountain that's always been there. And people don't call mountains to check if they're okay. They assume strength doesn't need reassurance. We were once essential to their survival. Now, they have their own worlds, their own safety nets. They still love us, but love without urgency gets quietly pushed aside. And the mistake we make is turning our happiness into a hostage held by a silent phone. Bitterness creeps in slowly. You feel it when the phone finally rings, and it's only a telemarketer. But bitterness is a poison we drink ourselves, hoping someone else will feel the pain. And if we're brave enough to look inward, we may realize something uncomfortable, that sometimes we become the person who only talks about the distance. No one wants to call a museum of grievances. Guilt doesn't bring people closer. It turns love into a chore. Here's the hardest truth of all. Sometimes they're afraid of our silence. Our aging reminds them of what they're not ready to face. We are mirrors of their future, and it's easier to avoid the mirror than to look into it. So I stopped begging for crumbs of attention. I changed my prayer. Instead of asking why they don't call, I give thanks that they are busy living. My love is no longer a transaction. I give it freely like a well in the desert. A well doesn't chase travelers. It stays deep and cool, waiting for when they are ready. So this is the survival plan for the final chapter. First, cut the cord of expectation. Let calls be surprises, not obligations. Your time is still sacred, even when it's quiet. Second, become interesting to yourself again. Rediscover who you are when no one is watching. Fill your days so your heart is not empty. Third, flip the script. Reach out briefly, lovingly, with no demands. 60 seconds. Just love. No guilt. No accounting. We are all walking toward the exit. Some running, some slowly. If your family isn't calling, it is not a judgment on your worth. It's the natural order of life. Our job now is not to cling, but to age with dignity, to be steady, to be peace. Don't spend your remaining days waiting to be chosen. Choose yourself. The phone may be silent, but your life is still speaking. Listen to it.